game now. Spawning here in the top right corner of merry-go-round. Our Zerk player from UnG Gaming, his team is up 2-1. It is Makro. And his opponent in the bottom left from Team Bear Sloths, our Terran player in blue. It is Resker. I want to say Resker is also a foreigner. Just because he wasn't actually placed in this league, at least according to the load screen, so he may not actually be an American. It's always fun to see players playing in this league from all around the globe, and of course I didn't actually put flags on this week, so I don't really know where he is from. Oh well, it does not matter. Those not the Mateo. We'll find out at some point in my life. It's a big deal, right? So another TVZ. Previous TVZ was on Kingston Station. Kind of saw an attempted mech with almost mass Hellions, pretty much. Pretty much mass Hellion and Thor. My expectation was to see Meatless, but Meatless never happened. Swarm host happened. A lot of Swarm host happened. And his Zerk player just kind of, despite losing his third and fourth base, was able to win the game. It was kind of ridiculous, but you know, these things happen. Honestly, these things do happen. This is game 4, correct? It's game 4. Let's see how this goes. This is another Diamond matchup, another TVZ Diamond matchup, so that's cool. One of my favorite matchups to actually watch and cast. Can be a little frustrating depending on how it does go, but I actually almost want to see Bio. You see so little Bio nowadays. It's fallen out of favor so much, but with that wotm8 change, hopefully, maybe, hopefully, not hopefully. I like Max, so I don't really care. Maybe it'll come back a little bit more than it has been. As it stands, we got Resker. He's going to be going for a gasless expansion. Going complete ballsy here. And actually, he's not even going to make a Marine. He's like, yeah, whatever. UN hatch first. I'm not going to bother making a Marine. A little bit misplaced on that command center. Oops. No big deal. He can lift that up and put it back in its actual location. Previous. It happened. Let's move on. Sorry. I have to have a memory of some things, right? There we go. Pool does finally come down, but not for the third hatch came down. So Makro, true to his name, playing full up Makro. But Resker did respond in kind. He did go one res expand, and it didn't even make a Marine before he made his command center. So he's going to be in a pretty equal location right now. He does see the Overlord. I don't think Makro's actually seen these Marines. There you go. He sees them now. He's going to back away. Resker actually cannot see in that location now. Resker has seen the third base here, so he can do whatever the heck he wants behind this. He is actually going to a third barracks, as well as his second one being made pretty quickly after that first. So he may get a little ballsy, and he may move across the map. It looks like he may even try to bunker up this third base, which would be pretty hilarious if he wants to do that. The old 5-minute bunker rush at the third base. Makes sense, right? But the hatchery finished up. He does see this coming. However, he doesn't have any lings on the way. He's got 3 queens. He had to go 4 lings in production, but we've already got 3 Marines moving across the map. We go. Drones being pulled. He realizes that if I don't deal with this now, I'm going to lose this base, which would suck. But 3 Marines are going to start microing against these drones. Probably going to get a couple kills, but actually the SCV, if the SCV does not get killed, the SCV is not getting targeted correctly. There you go. SCV does die, so the bunker will not actually finish. It is so close. That is 1 click away from finishing. Now it's just 3 naked Marines against a bunch of drones and a couple lings and this queen as well. This is going to get shut down. So nicely done there by Makro, realizing what he had to do, and he did it just fine. Ling is going to go finish off this Marine. No, Marine keeps it alive. Good job, buddy. But not going to get anything else done besides that, it seems. Makro will get canceled. Is there a third command center? No third command center just yet. We do have our first 2 gases on the way and another barracks coming out. So 4 barracks have been made now by Resker. There's a couple of gases on the way now for Makro as well, so he's going to be able to eventually get to speed, but with 4 barracks of production, that's a pretty hefty number of Marines that could be out pretty quickly. If they do move across the map, this is still going to be pretty difficult for Makro to actually hold off against. He does have a decent amount of vision. He actually is able to see this coming, so he's going to be happy, but he's going to lose a bunch of lings to that. There we go, 16 lings in production now. Realizing that something's on the way and I need to deal with it, and I need to deal with it really quickly. Another barracks on the way. Going up to 5 racks now. We do have 2 with tech labs, so we could try to go for a really quick combat shield maybe to help us push. Here we go. Combat shield, yes. Combat shield on the way. 3rd commands are on the way as well. We do have a few Marines, a handful of Marines across the map, but still most of them are back home to go ahead and defend. The Ling run by would be an absolute crusher right now. If Resker took all of his Marines across the map, Ling run by would probably kill him pretty well. Some Lings over here, so the Spine Car on the way, and a couple of Queens as well, so these 7 Marines aren't going to be able to do all that much. They may kill this Queen, which would be nice. He does kill 1 Queen at least, but now he start microing against these Lings. He will kill all the Lings, but the Queen will be able to clean this up eventually. More Lings on the way. Speed is still pretty far away, so the Marines are still doing a pretty decent job of actually microing against this. Reser's loss is pretty even thus far in this game, but a lot of Lings have been forced out already by Resker, which is nice to do. It's always nice to slow down this worker production. Of course, to say that a massive swell of workers was created there by Makro, and it did pop. So 56 workers to 42, but we do have a 3rd command center finished up here for Artarian player. He does have 5 barracks of production. And he's got combat shield just about to finish up. He's got yet another little hit squad of Marines moving across on the right side of the map this time. So rather than going for the 3rd base, realizing the 3rd base is pretty well defended, yeah, let's go ahead and go and try for the main and or natural. He does pick up an Overlord, which is cool. And he may be able to pick up a few Lings here on the middle map as well, depending on micros against it. But speed is about to finish up here, which means that these Lings are going to get away nice and easy, and there's not nearly enough Marines here to actually do anything threatening against our Zerg player. Larry's about to finish up here. Balinist on the way as well, but possibility of a Spire is pretty real. We do have what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gases taken, but still 2 of them without actually any workers on them. So not a huge threat for Mutalists really early at least. And Resker with a ton of Marines right now. They do have combat shield. They're going to have stim here in just a second. And Resker not even bothering with Widow Mines. He's going directly into a lot of bio and medevacs. Seeing what he can do with that. It's a nice kind of play style. If you can just avoid using anything with your factory, that leaves a lot of gas open for other concerns. If he wants to go just pure Marines, it seems he's going to be doing that. One thing is to get into this 3rd base and see that it exists for one. Pick away at a couple of SCVs, but not get much done besides that. I love how active Resker is being on the map right now. He's been on the map pretty much this entire game. He's completely denied a lot of the vision here of Makro. So despite how these are open, and despite the fact that this is actually a bio-Terran with 0 Hellions, he's taken map control pretty well in this game. Fourth base on the way here for Makro, but it's a lot of Lings. We do have a medevac as well. A lot of Lings. That's a lot of bio. We have 2 medevacs here, so this base is going to die. It's not going to last. Actually, he's going to bypass it completely, it seems. He's going to look to go into the 3rd base. The creep has been started to spread over on this location as well. A little bit of a hit squad on this side. May actually, if he's able to get a couple detonations of Balins, that'd be kind of nice for him. 1 Balin does go down, and he's going to save the rest of them. Yes, he's going to save the rest of them, which is nice, but now this 3rd base is under fire here. The Queen goes down. Some drones are going to go down as well. Resker is probably going to be able to pick up the rest of his army now that the Balins have arrived. If Balins have arrived, time to get out. Killed a Queen, killed a few workers. It's good enough for me. He's gonna drop on the high ground. It's a nice little location. This gas is done for. And without the threat of a Spire right now, the Spire is finished, so Midas can actually come out. Bailey's getting in, but they are slow. Bailey's actually could have probably continued trading against that. A couple Bailey's here down on the low ground. This drop is pretty well cleaned up. Another drop in the main base, however, is not being dealt with. The army is completely out of position for this. A bunch of links trying to roll in here. 1-1 is also finished for this bio, so this is trading very, very effectively. 1-1 is done for both players, actually. It's still so much damage being done here by Resker, just pulling the opponent apart. And once he pulls the army to the right side, he even drops again. 25 workers have already died off. He's dropped once again. He's going to go for the Spire. The R10 Milius about to pop out here, so we will have those, but no more future Milius for a while at least, which is a pretty big deal. These medevacs do need to get the heck out of here, as well as these dudes. He's just going to try to pick up, but right in front of a bunch of mutas. He does boost. Does boost out. He's going to be able to drop in the low ground, but there's not really actually many Marines in these medevacs, so he's not going to be able to save that. He just lose that almost full medevac. But he is pushing across the map with a pretty large army now. 80, 95, and that army supply just keeps rolling up. 100 army supply to 44 now in favor of Terran play, which is absolutely humongous at this stage of the game. Spire is being recreated here, as well as that he lost the Bandit Nest too. I didn't even notice that. That's really, really rough. He's lost the Bandit Nest and Spire. Whatever, those don't matter. That's pretty rough already in this game. That's a lot of bios already coming across without any threat of banelings for quite a while. He's going to take out this base, and he's going to just push forward. And honestly, with this bio alone, he can probably just stem an A move. Puts his Marauders in front just in case there are any banelings, but there aren't. He's splitting. He's even splitting. I don't think he's realized that he killed the Bandit maybe. I don't even know. This base does go down. There's another command center is being made back home as well, so Resker, he does still have his eye on the later game if it comes to that. Another force moving into the natural base. Looks like they're going to snipe off one Evo Chamber, make it the second one as well. It's going to deny any further upgrading from Makro. One more shot on that does not kill it. 2 HP left on this, so he will retain +2 melee attacks for the time being, but once again, a really rough spot here for our Zerg player. 185 supply to 134 here in favor of Resker, in favor of our Bear Sloths. Terran. Looking pretty strong in this game with the bio. I asked for bio and I got bio. What can you say? Even Marine splitting off, going to go kill off a bunch of these Mutalists. Pretty much nothing is going right for our Zerg player in this game. Going to try to roll him with some bandits. He is on creep, so he's going to have to split really, really well against this. And well, he is splitting very, very well against this. Not many bandits actually connected. Makro is going to call GG there, so Resker will tie up the series 2-2.